over here!
Hey, what is up, and welcome back everybody to another episode of the Film Chronicles. And in today's episode, I'm going to be giving you guys a spoiler review of Mortal Kombat 2021's version that just came out like freaking less than 5 days ago. If not, I might be off, I don't know. I'm running off of fumes here. Welcome to the channel, guys. If you guys are new here to this channel, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to leave a comment about what you thought about the movie, who your favorite character is, and what you'd like to see in the sequels, since they announced that there might be more sequels depending on how it does. Friendly reminder for those that are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and then turn on that notification bell so that way you guys get all the new updates for every new video that I drop, since I'm going to be trying to drop them more frequently. Thank you guys so much for the support, and let's just dive right into this. Alright, so as you guys know, I did a trailer breakdown video for this movie. It actually came out on HBO Max on April 23rd, so I actually got a chance to watch it, and I actually thought it was pretty good, guys. I would probably rate it a 7 out of 10 if I'm going to give it a number. I'm going to get into the specifics right now, but I just wanted to get the number out of the way. Anyways, so this was made possible by Warner Bros and HBO Max, and then it was given same theater date premiere, which is what all the movies are doing for HBO Max this year only, so it's not going to continue next year, so enjoy it while it lasts. This movie was directed by Simon McQuoid, I believe, and it was written by Greg Russo, and yeah, it's pretty solid. It's definitely a step up from the Paul W.S. Anderson Mortal Kombat, which I think are just atrocious. Even for the time that they came out, I think they're just kind of chat on the lore a little bit and kind of just made it even more silly than it already was, just because it is a bit silly, but within a game it's a little more rated R, so it's a little more hardcore. But this movie did a damn good job of finding that balance between it. I think the story was pretty okay. It wasn't too stand out, but that's not a big deal. That's not what I'm looking for in a Mortal Kombat film. I'm looking for the respect to the lore, the action, the costumes, and what they're trying to do as far as like a world building story, because a lot of the plots for Mortal Kombat, since they're mostly just games and various comics and stuff like that, but a lot of the main story is that there's an over-expanding arch with Shang Tsung or Quan Chi or the Elder God Shinnok trying to take over Earth Realm or many different realms and trying to be the one in control of everything. So I like to see that this film was actually kind of pushing that boundary and actually teasing us a little bit, especially within some of the characters themselves. I think even had some Easter eggs kind of just in plain sight. I mean, even with just Sub-Zero with his costume and how his blues are more muted and darker is because he's Bi-Han. Bi-Han becomes Noob Saibot within the Mortal Kombat lore. So if you're an avid Mortal Kombat fan, you'll know that, and you'll kind of take that away from the film. So there's little stuff like that really stand out and make this a really cool film. I thought the cast did really well. I definitely think that they had a lot of chemistry. Some of my favorites were, of course, Joe Taslim as Bi-Han Sub-Zero and Hiroyuki Sanada as Scorpion. Chen Han and Shang Tsung was pretty damn awesome. Ludi Lin was actually a really good Liu Kang, just for the record. I loved Kung Lao. I think that's Max Huang. I don't think he's really an actor. I think he's more of a stunt coordinator. I believed he worked with Jackie Chan for a lot of his career, so I think that's a really cool thing to notice. And who else? Josh Lawson as Kano is a damn standout. Had me laughing. I also thought the voice, and I think just the voice, because there's a separate voice actor for Cabal. Cabal is hilarious. I like that they included Melina, Natara, General Raiko, kind of branching out through the different games like Deadly Alliance, Deception, and stuff like that. So I thought that was really unique that they did this cast, and I can't wait to see even expansive cast and a different cast, just because there were some missing characters. Of course, if you have Liu Kang, you kind of have to have Katana. I feel like that's almost a given, but I respect that they didn't really go with that route and kind of focus on this new character, which I didn't really have too great things to say about. I thought the actor did great. I enjoyed it, but I just think for the story wise, other than being in relation to Scorpion, it didn't really settle for me, I guess. But no disrespect, I still enjoyed the film. It was still fun to see. Some of the cons that I have, other than what I just said, is just that it needed more. I feel like the productive team, and I guess the studio should have pushed for more, not as far as like gore or anything like that, just a little, like, get a little more into it, I guess. I guess you could say, be a little silly, don't really be so serious and grounded, like let the mystical elements take place and let it encompass the film. I think it would work out very well, but I still think the film was balanced. The pros definitely outweigh the cons. I'm not trying to say too negative things about it, because I don't really have anything negative to say other than these little nitpicky things. Maybe more lore. I like that we got certain locations and certain little Easter eggs in the background, such as Chinook's amulet, and locations, like I said, like the pit, such like that. But I think we could have had a little more lore. And a lot of the pros is just like with the great cast, like I said, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, very big standout characters, even though Scorpion had very little screen time. I like the diversity of the character list. The choreography was really good, the camera work was fun, and the fatalities were actually really cool to see on screen, and I thought they brought a lot of I did like seeing Scorpion and Sub-Zero fight at the end, and then Scorpion using his Hellfire to pretty much melt Sub-Zero, but then he didn't really do it all the way, and I like that it kind of left things open, since obviously Shang Tsung will be bringing back most of the dead characters that we saw, since that's one of his main abilities. And RIP to Kung Lao for getting his soul sucked out of his body, but sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles, man. And it was a hard pill to swallow, but I still loved a lot of the film, and I enjoyed Cole Young's fight, even though, like I said, like his character wasn't the strongest, but I still thought his fight scenes were really good, especially against Goro and how he got the upper hand. I thought that was really cool to see on screen. Definitely reminded me of Johnny Cage, but a little more well deserved, I guess I would say. So I thought that was cool. Sonya Blade versus Kano, of course, classic lineup. I thought that was portrayed well on the screen. And then Liu Kang versus Cabal was really cool to see. And then, of course, Raiden was actually really well casted, even though he didn't do too much, but I still think he brought a lot to the film. And yeah, it was just a fun film. I thought it did a lot of things really well, and I just can't wait to see more and what else they bring to this, considering that there's a lot of kind of open-endedness, since there is going to be obviously the other tournaments that happen, since it's a pretty much yearly thing. So I'm excited to see what comes of this and where it goes. So yeah, my number still stands, 7 out of 10, and that's my review on it. So that about wraps up the review that I have here for Mortal Kombat 2021, directed by Simon McQuoid and written by Greg Russo, brought to us by Warner Bros. 7 out of 10, like I said again. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys had a good time listening to me ramble on and discuss all these little things that I liked, and I hope that you guys liked. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, make sure you guys are leaving likes, of course commenting like I said, and if you're new to the channel, welcome, and I hope you guys consider hitting that subscribe button. It's right there on your bottom right, and then always turn notification bell so that you guys are getting all the new updates for the new videos. And that's gonna be it.
Get over here!